Well, guys, good afternoon. This afternoon we got a nice little cold front kicking in, so temperature is really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this R10 project or C10, whatever you want to call it. I got to get control arms cleaned, painted, and stuff like that, so that I can go ahead and start assembling the front suspension back on this frame, so I can go ahead and start putting everything back on it. I got to get. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you. On this one, guys, I got to get the control arms painted, springs, spindles. I got to bolt it back on. Of course, I'm using new control arm bushings, new ball joints, new everything. The only thing I don't have is tie rod ends at the moment. So that's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get those brake lines all bolted back up. Get those e-brake cables replaced from one truck to the other, and get that differential out of the way, and get the one that is actually going to be there installed. So I already kind of cleaned these up and gave them a first pass. I'm going to go ahead and go through them again real quick, and then I got to flip them over and do the underside. So let me go ahead and continue with this, guys. Well, guys, we got the one side painted. Let's go ahead and flip this over and get the other side. Well, guys, we got all those control arms and stuff painted. Now I gotta let them dry. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting that gas tank. It's a new tank. Well, let me show you. Like I said, everything's painted. I'm gonna let it dry. And I went ahead and ordered a fuel tank. I don't know if that's a part number or, yeah, I don't see a label on it or nothing like that. So I'm assuming that's gonna be the part number. Oh, hold on one second. There you go. Can't remember what was the name of the company that I bought it from. I bought it on eBay, but it's a fuel tank, and I also bought a electric fuel pump because this one's fuel injected. It's an 87, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the semi unit, the fuel pump assembly on this truck. So let me go ahead and get those put together while I wait for that paint to dry. There's that. I didn't want to scratch up the gas tank. I like that silver color. Kind of goes with the silver that I'm using on the bed. So I'm not going to paint that gas tank. I'm going to paint those straps black, but I'm going to leave the tank as it is. Let me get that fuel pump. And like I said, this is an 87 model. I believe that was the first year that Chevrolet came out with fuel injected on pickup trucks. So I guess I can say I have the first model that came out fuel injected. And I know it's made in China, guys, but it's gonna work. And it's pretty much intact, nothing's broken. So going inside that gas tank. Well, guys, as you saw, I was trying to get this pump in the gas tank and I was having trouble with it. Well, it goes to the pump. They sent me the wrong one. This one probably goes to a 20-gallon tank, and the one I got is 16-gallon. So I'm gonna have to reuse the old sending unit. Well, not the old sending unit, the old cradle casing, and I'm gonna swap out the parts. Pump is gonna come to this one. Sending unit is gonna come back to this one. The wire harness, all that. But I'm gonna have to use the old vase. So let me go ahead and take these apart and transfer them over. Now I got to drill out these two little pop rivets holding this little float level in place so that I can go ahead and get the new one in with little screws. So let me go ahead and get that. Here we're going to use 3/16 little drill bit and just kind of drill through that little pop rivet. One of them's out, and there's the other one. I'm gonna have to use the screws that were on the other one, and I'm gonna break that little plate off, put it behind this one so I can actually use the threads to bolt it on. So rivets ain't gonna work. What I did on this one is I broke off this little plate off of the sending unit that I had ordered. This one was actually screwed into place. I'm gonna go ahead and put this behind this one so that the screw can actually get to the back of it and put it together. I'm gonna have to cut with a grinder. I'm gonna cut this section off so I can fit it in from behind and have those little screws pop out. Sorry about that, guys. My phone died while I was getting this grinded. Well, let me show you. What I did is I used a grinder and cut this little base off of the part that I had ordered. This is where the sending unit actually bolted to. The reason I cut it is only because this little plate has threads and not just a smooth hole. So I cut it, put it behind it, and I'm using it to actually put these screws onto this base and screwing on this little sending unit. This is stuff that we had to kind of do because the part we got, or the part I got, sorry, was incorrect or not the one that I needed for my fuel tank. But instead of waiting another week to get the part back in, I'm going to go ahead and salvage this fuel pump little assembly base. I kind of used a Brillo pad to clean it up a bit and put all the new parts on it so that this thing can function. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this base off so I can get this harness off of it, and I'm going to install the new harness. You saw me pull the old one off. All you do is pry this out. This little clip kind of just pinches that little plastic. I don't care about this one that much, so I'm just going to pry it off, put the new one back on, press this back in, and I should have the assembly itself is going to be the same one, but everything on it is actually new. So let me continue on this one, guys. Well, guys, let's see if it fits. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Locking ring, seal. Well, looks like we're in luck. We got to cover up our fuel tank. I didn't want to leave it all open and exposed, so by the looks of it, it's gonna work, guys. I just gotta lock that little ring in. Let me get the screwdriver and pop it in place. There's that. I'm going to use this little wire brush to tap it. And there we go, guys. Fuel tank, sending unit, fuel pump. That's what I'm going to be installing into that truck. I just got to get the brackets off of the old tank, get them clean and painted, and this sucker should go onto that truck. It's a little late today, but I mean, it's a little bit of progress. So let me go ahead and continue. Well, guys, Diesel here checking out the tank. I got the tank pretty much done. Like I said, I mean, came in silver. That's the way it came from the factory. I don't know if I should paint over that, but the paint, I mean, it feels pretty much like paint, dude. So I might shoot silver over it. I might just decide, nah, I think I'm gonna leave it as is. I gotta get the old tank and see if I can get those brackets. I got two tanks that I need to see if I can remove the brackets and get those straps out in good condition so I can go ahead and set them up on this one. If not, well, I'm gonna have to order the tank straps and stuff like that, but we'll see. I might just look out and be able to use the ones either one of the trucks had. Well, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here, guys. It got a little late. I'm gonna go ahead and stop for the day, and I'll just continue on this one tomorrow, see what comes up. So thank you guys for watching. Like and comment.